Into a high-speed chase that occurred in Hawthorne.
10 people, including children, were rushed to the hospital after they got caught in a massive multi-car crash.
Yeah, the chase started just before 11 o'clock this morning in Manhattan Beach before ending in a crash at Marine and Prairie Streets. Also in Hawthorne, CBS 2's Dave Lopez spoke to people who saw it happen.
In this cell phone video, a mother is pleading, please help me get my child out of this car. And this is the man police say caused it all. The suspect in a high-speed chase, blowing through a red light at the intersection of Prairie and Marine and smashing into 4 other vehicles that were stopped at the light, including the car that had 2 adults and 4 children inside. As the suspect was being led away, people were swearing at him. According to police, he and 2 other suspects had just committed a home burglary in Manhattan Beach. 2 of the suspects jumped out of the vehicle about 2 miles away from where the collision occurred. The chase was on, upwards of 80 miles an hour, according to some people. And when he blew the light, followed closely by a Manhattan Beach police officer, lights and sirens blaring, he smashed into 4 other cars that sent 10 people to the hospital, including the 4 children. We are told none of the injuries are life-threatening.
And then I saw another little girl, maybe around the age of 4 or 5, and she had a white blanket wrapped around her.
And all the homework and the papers and the backpack are outside on the road.
Oh, bueno, más que todo los niños.
In Spanish, this man said when he got to the wreck, he could hear and see little children crying. Detectives say the suspect's car, the one right behind me, flipped when he hit the car, the white car, that had the 4 children inside. The suspect was actually trapped inside the vehicle when the police officer who was giving chase came up to him. The car was about to catch fire. The officer took a fire extinguisher, put out the fire, dragged out the suspect, and cuffed him.
They did think it was okay to keep going the way they were going.
Officer Christy Colombo of Manhattan Beach explaining that, like most other agencies, their officers have an option to back off when they think the chase is too dangerous.
It may have been, you know, hey, after he ran this light here, that would be the end of the pursuit, and we would call it off. But I don't know that.
Again, all of that will be under investigation. There is a dash cam, or was a dash cam on board that car that was giving chase. Police say they're not quite ready to release that yet, but it clearly shows that the suspect blew through the red light. And again, the biggest concern, the children ages 1 through 6, their condition, we are told, not life-threatening. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Dave.